and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking all about 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. This is season 6, episode 4, and the title of this episode is Damage Control. Before we get started into talking all about Kalani and Asuelu in this video, give this video a big thumbs up, share with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and let's go ahead and get straight into it. I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there. I try my very, very best to make you all happy or receive the positive feedback that you give. But some things, it's like, I could see if my audio was funky, you know, the clarity was really bad, my background was maybe a really bad distraction or something like that, then I could see maybe some of the complaints. But I read off my notes on my phone, and I really honestly think that's not going to change. There's a lot of things that I want to touch on, and I want to make sure that I hit each point, and I'm also staying on track. That's why I do read from my notes on my phone. A lot of you, I have been doing this for a while, and a lot of you say, oh, we don't mind it, it's okay. And then every now and then I'll probably get someone who maybe doesn't like it. I don't know if I'm not making enough eye contact with you all and you want that, but I feel like, you know, you can hear me well. Like I said, my background is not a distraction. The video clarity is pretty nice, you know, so, you know, I just hope that you all will still enjoy the channel and give me a break. Like, cut me some slack. I really try to get these videos up to you all, aside from all the things that I have going on off screen. So I'm really trying to get these up because I really enjoy this platform, being able to connect with all of you and to bring you content. And we can talk about mutual things that we both have a lot to talk about, which are these 90 Day Fiance shows. So like I said, I'm sorry if I am offending anyone by looking down at my notes so that I can stay on track. I will try my best to look down, look up, which I feel like I do. You know, sometimes I read straight through, but sometimes like I'm reading and then I'm talking and I'm chiming in like I'm doing right now. So like I said, I just hope that you all will still support my channel and accept me for me and what I have to offer, and know that I'm doing the very best I can, that I do try my hardest to bring you all good content here on this platform. So again, without rambling so much, let's go ahead and get straight into talking about Kalani and Asuelu. So Kalani and Kalani in this scene, they start off by going to the furniture store. Now, Kalani and Kalani are walking around this furniture store, and during this time, Kalani ends up opening up to her sister about what's really going on in her marriage. Because I think we can all agree that once Kalani started this season, she opened up on, you know, Asuelu's been doing better, and, you know, they're getting to a better place, and that they're moving into this house. That's their next step, you know, for fighting for their marriage and their relationship. They're moving into this house. So we're under the impression that all is well, but no, that's not the truth. That is probably why, even though the store she was selling us, when they had that little brunch, that her and Asuelu went out to brunch or breakfast, and he was like crying and saying, I just want you to know, and I hope that you realize that I'm changing. And that's why her face looked as though she wasn't in belief, because things aren't growing great. Things are not going great between these two. So again, like I said, she opens up to her sister about the marriage. She says that Asuelu has been sleeping in a separate room for some time and only comes in that same room when he wants to be intimate. So he is currently staying in his gaming room. Where he plays his game is where he sleeps at. Only time he will enter into their bedroom is when he wants to be intimate. When they purchase a new home, they plan to get an extra room so that he can continue his same behavior. If you know that is an issue within your marriage, why are you continuing to bring that over into your fresh start? This house is your fresh start. So why would you bring that over if you know it's not something that you like? You want intimacy with your husband. You want him to be in your presence. You want to connect with him. So why would you give him that option of having a game room in the new house? He's just going to follow that same pattern and move it right along over to this new house. She calls it a game room / sleep room, right? And Kalani says that it feels like Asuelu is a roommate with benefits. There's no romance between them whatsoever. She hasn't told anyone until now, and she says that she's just used to it, but it still sucks. I bet. They don't go out on dates. or that she says they haven't gone out in a long time. And she feels as though she puts his needs before her own. I really wasn't shocked to hear Kalani open up and talk about what's kind of going on in her marriage and break down. I was more or less saddened because I know that's not really how a healthy marriage should be and how a healthy marriage should look like. So, that's why it saddened me. Now, Asuelu doesn't have the tools, which is why Kalani always feels the need to mother him, to nurture him. Now, Kalani is upset to hear her sister talk about this. And she tells her that she can find someone who makes her feel loved and supported, a true helpmate. Kalani feels alone in her relationship and says that she's at her breaking point, but I honestly really don't see her leaving him because we heard the same sad song last season. Same thing that she's saying now and crying at that airport is the same thing that she's saying right now. I hope she finally chooses herself and her own happiness, but I'm just at this point with her where I'll believe it when I see it. When I see her making moves to change and really take back her happiness, then that's when I will believe she's actually going to remove herself from this situation. Now, Kalani says talking to her sister made her realize that there's a lot her and Asuelu need to discuss. She says that they've been getting along better, but also says that they're in a really horrible place within their marriage. So which one is it? How is it getting better if you're still in a horrible place? Now, she adds that it's not just about getting along, but about feeling loved and romance again. Now, in this scene, she ends up talking to Asuelu about romance, and Asuelu doesn't even know what that means, nor does he know how to explain or simply have a conversation in regards to the form of intimacy with his wife. She suggests some things that they can do to spice up their love life, and Asuelu, he does not understand. He says no to the idea of role play with his wife. And for some reason, Asuelu didn't like Kalani bringing up the fact that her brother brings her food as well, because he's like, I do nice things for you. I bring you food. And she was like, well, yeah, my brother brings me food. So it's like really not a difference. She's talking about that she wants to go on another level and with her husband and it not be on the same playing field as if her brother or mom or dad was doing something for her. Okay, but Asuelu does not like that. Asuelu is immature. Asuelu's immature behind stands up like he was intimidating somebody. These two just aren't mature. And Asuelu is supposed to be the man of the house. To me, it's like he hasn't even hit puberty. It's a sad shame. It is a sad shame. I'm very curious to know what you thought about Kalani and Asuelu in this episode. I feel as though this is going to be the same sad love song. Same sad love song with these two. This is basically going to be their storyline. Him still not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's still not mature. I don't think that it's going to get any better, but I feel like it will get worse because now he won't have other people to kind of keep him accountable or to kind of make him think twice before he does certain things. Right now, there's only so much he can do, but getting a house, it's going to be a disaster. So I'm really curious to see throughout this season, are they even going to make it to get in the house? I would definitely also agree with her sister, even though I feel like at this point her sister needs to butt out because Kalani chooses to stay. It's okay as a parent or a family member to care and be concerned. But at the same token, if your family member is choosing to stay and keep themselves in that situation, knowing what it is, seeing all the red flags, experiencing it, if they're not tired of crying about it, then it's kind of like, what can I do or say? If you don't want to change your own situation, you're the one that has to live with it. So it's like me as a family member, for me to be taking on your problems, but you're not choosing to make a change or do anything different, there's really no purpose of that. So I think at this point, mom, dad, sister, they need to check out with giving her advice because she still continues to stay with Asuelu. Now, I do agree with them in regards to her not getting a house with him. I would say an apartment. They probably should have their own space, but a house, that is a big and a huge commitment. And I feel like they need to just start off with an apartment. So that way, if things don't work out, she can still be able to maintain that place on her own because most likely, like he always does, he's going to pack up and go and stay with mommy and sister. So that's going to be his first thing to do is pack that backpack and start chucking and walking down to a bus so that he can go stay with his mom and sister. And they'll open him with open arms because they just want to use him anyways. So like I said, I'm very curious to see if this is even going to pan out, if the whole house thing is going to pan out. You know, to me, it seems like if she did get a house, it would be in her name, not his. I don't know if he has any credit. I know he drives. I don't know if it's like Lyft or Uber or something, but I just don't know where he's at to be able to have his name on a deed. So I'm just really not sure if he makes enough money to even be able to co-sign, or just like all of that really serious stuff that goes into buying a home. I think she's going to be stuck doing it. And I don't know. These two are just driving me crazy. So again, leave your thoughts in that comment section down below on Asuelu and Kalani. Give this video a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, plus hit that bell. This was 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After, Season 6, Episode 4, and the title of this episode was Damage Control. I look forward to talking to you all in this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.